gear, huh? Whoops, wrong. I keep... Wrath. The Wrath of Con... I do like how Quinn, someone who does have the Imperial accent, is like... It calls it Wrath. That just amuses me. Oh, right, I want to do that while I'm here. This way? Yes. That's the goal, Frozen. We may have to do a bit of a trick in 5 levels. We'll see. It doesn't make it any less tedious, Starkiller. Also, I don't know where they are exactly, but I know exactly where the fleet ones are. So, how many of my viewers out there like The Legend of Zelda? Not the series, the very first game. Hey DJ, more please. Shoutouts. Until October, Sora Roxas. Possibly later. They've been talking about possibly extending it so that it can be made a legacy trait in the future. Probably up until 50. We'll see. Yeah, I'm going the right way. How's my... Yep, I got tons of accommodations. I'm good, I'm good. Okay, what level am I? 42. Perfect-ish.
Hey.
I've got the best hardware and the best prices.
We all know it wouldn't be a finale without Bowser. Define your question, Wolfdog. Do you mean individually, or as terms as leaders, or if there's respective empires versus each other? Don't worry, Sora Roxas. You got until October. You got tons of time, man. Wouldn't surprise me, Frozen. They've been pretty greedy about the cartel stuff. Okay, might.
Good hunting.
Right? Yes, I am correct.
Looking to upgrade your arsenal?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know, I like how it says this transaction is final, but it isn't. I can actually refund these. For mods, no less. For comms, I mean. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Off and on, Darth Dictators. You mean his non-rolling tour, Starkiller? I mean, he's a dungeon boss, and he serves as the precursor to HK51. Or is it 55? Whatever, the new one. And that's like it, isn't it? What was today's news? I don't mind hearing it. I'm always interested in news. Is potent the one I want? Kind of looks like it. Yeah, I guess potent is the one I want. Really, Darth Dictators? That sounds like terrible news. Actually, yes, Progressive. I did a full stream of Thousand Year Door, including some voice acting, which kind of led to my feature on my show where I do voice acting for the game. Okay, now I need, I think I need quick. Oh, nope, this is the one I want. That should be right. Why, Frozen? Yeah, like I said, Darth McTaters, that sounds really bad. This music is very appropriate for gearing up, don't you guys agree? Yep, looks like I counted it out right. Possibly progressive. Not something that's been highly requested, though. Why is that, Sterlings, if you don't mind my asking? Yes, I PvE. I don't raid, but I PvE.
I've got the best hardware and the best prices.
Okay. Looks like I'm fine on accommodations. No, I did not, last echo. Oh, wow. Wow, Wolfdog, that looks so terrible. Oh, gotcha, Sterlings. Then you and I are rivals. I must steal all of your viewers. Let's see, how can I steal all your viewers? Guys, help me think of a way to steal all of his viewers. It's very important. I need this thing to happen. Eh. And then... that should be right.
Good hunting.
Again. Oh, I'm very hyped for it too, Progressive. Really looking forward to it. You want me to kill all my viewers, Frozen? Oh, okay, I guess I could do that. I mean, that sounds kind of contradictory, but yeah, whatever. I'm okay with trying out new things. That actually reminds me of something. Hang on. Yeah. Oh, not that one. It's gotta be further down. That's true, Sterlings. No one would actually want to watch my thing. Oh, there's Xian. I must have just gotten that. Okay. Am I going to lose my procs from that? Who said that? Elricker? Am I going to lose my procs? Because I know right now, like, if I use Ravage and then Shatter, my Ravage comes right back off cooldown so I can Ravage again, which enables me to do a Sundering, which gives me the thing for this, and so I can do this and this again. So... I'm just curious, because I'm not that experienced in the class, especially ever since they got rid of the talent trees, such as they were. So, I confess my ignorance. Hey, Chatter. I'm glad you liked it. Okay, thank you, Elricar. Well then, okay, we will stay on the new thing. Whoop, 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 whoop. Thank you for the tip, Elricar. I've played too much WoW not to pay attention to rotations. Or, actually in WoW it's not really rotations anymore, except for a couple classes. Excuse me, nowadays it's all about priority lists. If this, then this kind of a situation. Which is still fun. Quite a bit, actually. I did not buy enough thingies. Okay, so I need 2 more of the mods.
Looking to upgrade your arsenal? Good hunting.
There we go. Geared up vet, geared up me. Let's go do Belsavis, shall we? Bleh. That is pretty weird, Elricar. In fact, I'm betting that's the one I was looking at earlier. Yeah, right there. Xian form. What do you think? How do my talents look, Elricar? Whoops, whoops. I'd probably go ahead and say Vichy is amazing, Commandant. What the hell is Hagade doing in week 3? Wait, all consulars get shatter points? Seriously? I mean, I've only played the healer consular. Yeah, you know what? I'll agree with that. We're gonna go ahead and push that up to 10 for that. The Dreadmasters are like, we will use our power to conquer the galaxy! And then you kill them in a raid and that's the end. Okay, I'm kind of exaggerating. They have their own mini story arc after the initial stuff.
I have docked with the Belsavis space station.
Roth, Belsavis has been the Republic's best-kept secret, hidden even from the Hand.
The disappeared reappear.
The planet has been a prison for the galaxy's most dangerous criminals and many presumed dead Sith agents.
It houses the blood of the betrayer.
I wish Servant 2 would keep quiet.
Servant 2 has been exposed to the Emperor. He now sees the galaxy differently than most. It was Servant 2 who realized what was happening on Belsavis. When the prison manifests were leaked, Varys discovered that Darth Ekage, his sister, was alive and imprisoned there.
The blood of the betrayer.
Darth Ekage was a member of the Dark Council and leader of the Sith infiltrators. If she is reunited with Varys, many more will bow to him.
If she's Barris's blood, I will destroy her.
The betrayer's blood must be spilled.
To crack the door to Belsavis, the Emperor has directed the guardsmen to coordinate extractions from the prison planet. A clever cover. Get authorization to shuttle to the surface and compel the Imperials to reveal Barris's agents. Stop them from releasing Darth Ekage.
Now, forgive me for saying something that's probably going to sound weird, but I always feel like the Dread Masters are what the ancient Sith Empire should have been. No Vichy, no ordinary empire with ordinary people in it and politics and infrastructure. Just the Dread Masters and those enslaved to their will. That strikes me as the kind of nameless horror thing that the ancient Sith Empire could and should have been. What do you guys think? You know what would have been really horrible, Frozen? If Vapid, or Vapod, or however you're supposed to pronounce it, was actually a form you get as an ability in Tor. A couple millennia early, you know? That would have been funny. And I could totally see them doing that, too. And the best part is, like, the Consular Shadow would get that. Yeah, exactly. The Darth Masters whole... I mean, I actually kind of like the Dread Masters. I think they're an interesting presentation of villain. The whole point of the Dread Masters is they're not necessarily ridiculously powerful on the Force. Not like Vichy is. But their power is to just kind of disrupt, you know? Vapod? That sounds weird, but okay. You know, they cause fear in others. They cause horror no matter where they go. Just being in their presence makes you feel creepy and horrifying. And that's the kind of thing I could see, you know, just... And you can just reach out and you gotta focus with all your might just to not be, you know, oh God, don't hurt me. You know what I mean? Day of Honor is a weird... Did I just ding from getting here? I did. Oh, no, I didn't. That was a legacy ding. Vapod is a weird... Or, not Vapod. Day of Honor is a weird episode because, on the one hand, it's ridiculous. But on the other hand, it's actually really, really good. Like, the presentation of the Klingon culture in that is simultaneously ridiculous and actually makes a lot of sense. It's hard to explain. As far as the Dolphin, you're going to have to remind me of which episode that is. Or I can just look it up. You know what, it'll be quicker. Hang on. Yes. That's not an episode I enjoy too much. It's a shame, though, because it's probably one of the best early episodes to involve Wesley.
I seek information about a mission to break out Darth Ekage and her assassins.
That's Lord Melikos's mission. He and his team have been permitted to venture deep within the Belsavis prison. The order came directly from Darth Barris, and you don't have clearance to know more.
I'm not leaving until you tell me everything.
I will not betray my orders.
Colonel, what are you doing? We're in the presence of a Sith Lord. It is our duty to aid in any way.
Stand
look.
down, Captain.
It's Quinn's
I
duplicate.
will not, my lord. Lord Melikos invaded the prison this morning with a squadron of commandos. He's placed them throughout this level of the prison to cover his descent, and to secure the area for his exit.
Does he suspect that he'll be followed?
I don't believe so. He said that this mission is of the utmost importance. I think he's just being thorough. Or paranoid. We don't know exactly where Malacost is headed, my lord, but Lieutenant Cade, the leader of his commandos, might. Trouble is, Cade's men stationed in this sector will report any activity. If you're unwelcome, they'll warn him and Malacost.
Let me handle that dilemma.
And what do you think that means, Captain? You just signed a death warrant for your fellow soldiers. That's treason. I'm reporting you both to High Command. Darth Barris will know what has transpired here.
It will burn in his brain.
Excuse me, but... Are you sure you want to do that? I mean, if High Command finds out about this...
Oh, I see. This is about the court-martial hearing you have coming up. You're gonna burn for this.
Sith, you... You're not going to just leave with her leveling such threats, are you? Your mission will suffer.
It's a shame there's no kill them both, but yeah, alright.
Time to die, Colonel.
Down she
Your
goes.
decisiveness is enviable. I will cover your back, Sith, and Darth Barris will be none the wiser, you have my word. If Cade's commandos don't harm him, you'll surprise him in his bunker. He'll tell you where Lord Malacost is headed. Men, I'm assuming command of operations. First things first, dispose of Colonel Trill.
You know, given the way several of the militaries work in various of the empires, Malaks, Vishays, Palpatines, you ever wonder how many soldiers began their careers where the most exciting thing they did any given day was disposing the corpses of their superiors? Because it's always the grunts who have to do that. You ever notice that? And so, I can just picture someone who's like, you know, oh, I will join the Empire, I will save the... What, you want me to dispose of the corpse of the Colonel? Okay, what do I do with it? Well, I guess I'll just go bury it. Digging graves, digging graves. Man, I joined the Empire to get out of digging graves. Oh well, whatever. Dig, dig, dig. I'm sorry, that thought just amuses me. God, I hate this planet so much. Seriously, I hate Belsavis. I know I've said that about like 17 planets so far. That might be an exaggeration. A lot of planets so far. But I really do not like Belsavis. It's got bad terrain, it's easy to get caught in the PvP zones in it, and it likes to make it so that you can't actually go straight to wherever your destination is. You have to go way the hell around. And it also happens to be filled to the brim with really irritating mobs. And while I'm on the subject, this is also the first time Charlie and I found something that was overtuned. I've told that story. The 2 group quest that was so overtuned that was just... Like, we couldn't do it even at level 50 with dungeon gear. Well, we're on a planet, Chatter, so we gotta do something, right? Although you're right, on a ship, they probably have it easier. I love that idea, by the way, Darth Spectators. Just picture a guy with a mop. Oh, damn it! Not another one! Could someone get my barrel of lye? Oh yeah, that's another one. The quest marker tends to literally be wrong or buggy on Belsavis. And they've never fixed any of these issues. The only thing they went back to do, and props for this, because they do deserve props for this, is they made it so you can use the teleporter early without having to do the goddamn quest to unlock it, which is just a walk around, waste your time quest, basically. That's amusing. Oh, I'm just here to kill people. Okay, yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, 7 is push, by the way. C is... This is C. Oh, absolutely, Wolf Dog. Under the Empire, no man retires alone. Alright, Cheddar. Hit me. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm also ready to kill this guy and steal his outfit.
Bravo 553, do you copy? This is Command Center, report. Bravo 553, do you copy?
Your units are gone, Lieutenant.
What? Why? What's the meaning of this? My men and I are here in support of Lord Melicost. If you're responsible for this, you will answer to him.
You know, one of the things that I like about this, and at the same time find amusing, is throughout the entirety of all the quests, all the way up to this point on the Sith Empire, we see constantly how the various Sith Lords play off of each other, and the little people, so to speak, get caught in between, right? I mention this because it's funny, when we are finally one of those Sith Lords going up against another Sith Lord, everyone's like, you can't do this! It's treason! How dare you try to interrupt the chain of command? You should know your betters, blah, 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 blah. I find that amusing because when you're going through this exact same process on the Sith Inquisitor, when we're trying to get allies against Thanaton, everyone's like, we live to serve you and we will help you against Thanaton, Master. Although that could simply be saying something about how Thanaton is better positioned, or excuse me, Barriss is better positioned than Thanaton is, because it's very likely Barriss has way more support in the Council than Thanaton. A man who, if you remember, basically everyone was willing to watch die, and one of the Dark Council members actually gave the killing blow themselves, so...
Tell me where Melicost is, and I'll gladly present myself to him.
Damn these Sith games. Lord Melicost proceeded into the high-security sector of Belsavis. He's after the records room at the Blown Republic prison there. He seeks the location of a former Dark Council member.
I can be of assistance in such an important matter.
This mission is top secret. I don't think Lord Melicost is looking for help. And something tells me if you were here to help him, you wouldn't be slaughtering my men. All right. What now?
Hey, I could have killed you.
Do I have to kill you to keep you from warning Lord Melicost that I'm coming?
Absolutely not, Sith. I mean, my lord.
Damn it, Cullen.
I shall report it to Lord Melicost as scheduled, and not before.
Okay. That was a good moment, wasn't it, Dictators? Thanaton was such a weird character. Literally equal parts honorable Sith and traditionalist jackass. It's just weird. Yeah, I know, Soroxis. I had one of those abilities up there. Oh, right, I was dead when I was trying to set it. Hang on, hang on. I was going to set it up there. There we go. Hang on. I hate this location, so I'm just going to play music that it doesn't suit at all, but will keep me in good spirits. So... Also, Cheddar, you've sold me. Romance, I can't think of her name all of a sudden. The woman with the Russian, pseudo-Russian accent liberated. Ha-ha! I hate this. Cassandra! Romance Cassandra. Agreed, Sterlings. That's why I'm playing rap right now. This is totally rap. That would explain everything, Chatter. Everyone's like, when's Half-Life 3 Episode 3 coming out? And everyone's like, everyone at Valve is like, we already did it, guys. What? Didn't they do it? I thought they did. Yeah, they did it already. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, thank you for reminding me, Sir Roxas. I really did mean to put Force Storm up there, because Legacy Lightning Storm is really useful. Ironically, so is orbital strike from Agent, but I don't have an Agent on this legacy who's already leveled. I don't even know what that is, Sterlings. I'm assuming it's a band. What, Frozen? It has, like, absolutely no marketing at all. It's just a game and it's on Steam. And it's just called Episode 3. There's no Half-Life there, it's just Episode 3. I'm reminded of a Futurama episode where Bender is dreaming in binary. And when he wakes up, he's like, and I think I saw a 2. And Fry's like, there. You know there's no such thing as 2. Replace 2 with 3 and you have the joke. Excuse me. Wow, wow, Sterlings. No. This is by a very talented man who did the music for Donkey Kong Country Returns Tropical Freeze. I understand, Sora Roxas. Really, I understand. I am saying, Sterlings, that the gentleman who wrote this is a very talented individual. I'm actually a huge fan of his work. I can't think of his damn name right now, because I am terrible with names, but he is damn talented. Oh, shoot. Good job, Bet. We're going to be doing some speedrun stuff, Liberated, to lead up into Summer Games Done Quick 2015. And then we're going to be hosting Summer Games Done Quick 2015. And then probably Kingdom Hearts. That's exactly what I do, Roxas. Hell, that's exactly what I am doing, so yeah. Okay, who did this music? I gotta look this up. That's gonna bug me. What is this guy's name? It is David Wise. Never mind. It is David Wise. Who's done a lot of weird music in his career. Like, he did Wizards and Warriors on the NES, to give you an idea of something he's done. He also did RC Pro-Am. No wonder I like that soundtrack. Marble Madness. Oh my god. He's done a lot of games I didn't know. California Games. Wizards and Warriors 2. Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Double Dare. Wow. Snake Rattle and Roll. Solar Jetman. Holy crap. And of course, he also worked on the original Donkey Kong Country. Ooh, that's a little tougher, Dragon Cat. Honestly, I'm still going to give that to Chewbacca, if on nothing else, experience value. Chewbacca knows what he's doing. I like how that's my approach to this.
Hello out there. A word, please.
This is hilarious.
Jedi Master Somnic Timms.
Come out of there, friend, so we can talk properly.
Good try, but I sense your nature. I know you are Sith. I even know who you are. Many years past, I was the Padawan of Master Nomen Karr. He and I forged a bond through the Force. I know about your confrontation with Master Karr and what you did to him.
Does Master Karr fare well?
He's never been the same, and he no longer communes with the Force. Ever since you defeated Karr and took Jace Wilson, the Jedi Council has been keeping track of you. We know you are no longer aligned with Darth Barris, and are in fact here to stop Lord Melicost from freeing Darth Ekage.
Nice to see you Jedi aren't always in the dark.
You'll find we are not
Pun.
as inept as your former master may have suggested. It's a dead end, Sith. To follow Lord Melicost, you need information from the computers in this room, but the door has been fused. I came for the same reason. I got the information, but Lord Melicost's commandos trapped me in here.
Tell me how I can break you out.
Our combined strength, striking the door from both sides simultaneously, could break the physical seal. Trouble is, there's a fail-safe force field that makes even that impossible. Now, if you were to take out that force field...
If I do this, you'll give me access to the information I need.
You have my word. There are several power stations feeding this installation. Destroy them, and the force field will not engage. Then you and I can break through this door, and you can access the prisoner reports.
Stop talking, I'll do it.
Glad to hear it. Scour the area and destroy the power stations. Then return and start banging on the door. We'll work it out. I'll be waiting. After all, where am I going to go?
Sure, liberated. Hang on. Hang on. Here we go. This is my favorite variance right here. Only did a couple little things to it, but I think it works pretty well. I'd like to be Dragon Cat, but we'll see what you guys let me do. We are not gonna be a fat agent, damn it, I swear to God. Unless you guys make me, of course. In which case, I am a slave to your will. Oh, crap. I wish I had Feign Death. That would make so much of this game easier when I'm just running through things. I'm sorry, Frozen. Fine. Oh, bullcrap! So what do you think, Liberated? But yeah, my ideal Chiss would be a male Chiss, or my ideal agent would be a male Chiss. Although we'll have unlocked Twi'lek. Oh, we have unlocked Twi'lek, I should say, as a result of this. And now some Command & Conquer.
Stretch the old legs.
Honestly, both agent voice actors are pretty good. They do a really good job of the variety of voices they have to do. Screw it.
Better check this thing on parts. Hey there. Come on, bring it.
What, midget? You don't think a chiss could be it? Favorite CNC song? Can we count a variance, Last Echo? Because there's a singular song that I did a couple of things with for a variance that is, well, in my opinion, really good. The original song, not my variance. My variance is terrible, but whatever. You'll see what I mean in a second. If you want to, yeah. Lol, midget. Oh, God damn it, I was this close. You are irrelevant. Resistance is wackio. I'm gonna loot you. Oh, where is that song? It's right here, actually. But the chiss are so cool. I'll be completely honest. Even the role player in me admits likes playing as chiss, just because I like the chiss species. Always have. But, you know, whatever.
I have returned, Jedi. The power stations are down.
Great. With the force field down, we should be able to break the door open. On 3. 1, 2, 3! Well done, Sith. Now, before you think to fight me, I suggest you look at the computers in here.
My bounty hunter was a chiss, actually. That's how I have it unlocked on this legacy.
I'd say they've seen better days. Still smoking. I wonder who could have destroyed them.
So, this guy pisses me off constantly, and I never know if I want to just kill him when you give the chance, or let him go just to prove him how wrong he is. But seriously, I'm like, okay. I'm willing to work with you in good faith to deal with this situation, and you go out of your way to piss me off at literally every step of the way. I help you, you stab me, and then the next time we meet him, I'll help you, and then he'll stab me again, and it's like, dude!
You destroyed the computers, so I couldn't get the information I need.
I did it to make sure no one else sent by Darth Barris could succeed. That is, after you and I stopped Lord Melicost. Now, I'm the only one who knows where to go. Our goals are one, even if our motives vary. I suggest a partnership.
I'll keep my anger from consuming me, Jedi. For now. Once the deed is done, we are enemies again.
So, no victory celebration then? Too bad. All I'll tell you is that we're headed for Deep Prison. The exact location of Darth Eckidge's cell remains my secret. In good faith, I'll point you to her assassins. You can make sure they remain locked up while I get access to the Deep Prison.
How do I know you'll make good on your promise?
Because it's practical, and I am nothing if not practical. You might get the assassins to back down without a fight. Me? Not so much. Here are the coordinates.
Now, Last Echo, that is true.
Follow me when you're done, and we'll get together and face the Darths. It really will take both of us.
But it just irritates me. Of course, anybody who does that kind of passive-aggressive crap tends to irritate me, so it's not really, you know, just him. Wolfdog, I'd say about 40% of my admiration for the Chiss comes from their from Mithra Naruto, but the other 60% comes from the fact that they have an awesome culture, blue skin, and red eyes. I'm sorry, but that is just very appealing to my sense of aesthetics.
My lord.
So anyways, here's my favorite Red Alert song, since the guy never responded. Kane lives! I mean... This is the ending theme to Red Alert 3, varianced by me. It's a damned good song, though. Got a headbang as we travel here. No, I won't do that to you guys. Actually, yes, I will, Sterlings. Because for an event like that, that should be going up on my YouTube. Yes, chatter. Well, maybe. I'm a little behind on recordings, and I'd like to get caught up on those. So the intention is yes, but I'm not committing to it, if that makes any sense. Oh, oh. Also, this is the Empire's war theme. My Empire's. The Empire's.
How's it going, my lord?
Have I mentioned I hate Belsavis? So in case you couldn't tell, I basically went into a dead end over there. And couldn't tell until I got there. Where is my SoundCloud? Yeah, if I liked the scenery, you know. Anyways, chatter. The last time I pushed something forward just for you, man, you weren't even there for it, remember? Hitman? You weren't even there. Why weren't you there, man? Amen, Darton. I hate this planet so freaking much. The Miralyn race was not added to Star Wars for quite some time, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to look it up, though. Because I'm not sure. Looks like the very first inclusion of them was actually in KOTOR. Which doesn't surprise me. And then they came out in episode 2. So, yeah. Like I said, pretty recent. Oh, god damn it, come on! I don't want to fight these stupid, worthless enemies! They don't even matter! They're not even gonna be matter in about a minute! I channel my aggressive feelings. Rins? What do you mean? You mean like the guy, the quark, basically? I can't even tell what I'm looking at, chatter. What is that? I mean, I get that it's Ride to Hell, but... yeah.
This always does the trick.
It's true, Sterlings.
Better check if they have my parts.
Hang on. Let's look this up, figure out what he's talking about. Rin. Oh, gotcha, chatter. Gotta love awful QTEs, huh? Okay, so if this is the cutscene I'm thinking of, this is gonna be really funny.
A Sith approaches. I sense hostility. Your rescue has been sniffed out, Imperial.
Men, lock and load. We got company.
Stay your triggers, Imperial. I want to know what this one intends.
My authority comes from the highest station. I am the Emperor's wrath.
There is truth in your words. I can feel it, but I sense hostility toward my mistress, Darth Ekage.
Your mistress and her brother Barriss openly defy the Emperor. They and everyone aligned with them must perish.
Then I break my alliance with the offenders. My fellow infiltrators and I pledge our support to you and the Emperor. We will slaughter these commandos and then free our remaining brothers.
A wise decision. We welcome your allegiance.
Excuse me, sorry to interrupt. You're not really going to slaughter us, are you?
No, not really.
My fellows, we are not only free of these cells, we have been liberated from the rule of Darth Ekage. We will not interfere when you face Darth Ekage, my lord. You have my word.
You will be summoned. Be ready to serve the Emperor.
We will answer that call. May your strength surge when you face the Mistress.
No, Marillions. Frozen, not Miraluka. Different races. Love that cutscene.
Tim's here.
Darth Eckage's assassins have been dealt with. Have you managed to accomplish your part?
Well, yes and no. I found a route into the deep prison, but it was a struggle. And unfortunately, the way collapsed behind me. Bad luck, that. You'll have to find a different route to this level.
What good are you then?
Oh no, don't forget. You need me. Sending the coordinates for our rendezvous. From there, it's quick to Darth Eckage's cell. Good luck, Sith. I hope you make it. Can't really do this alone.
God damn it, dude. Stop pissing me off. Hey, Face Painkiller. I, too, am a huge Star Wars fan. Even though I don't know anything about it and can't talk about it worth a damn. It's actually a shame. Once upon a time, I could say I knew the breadth and width and depth of Star Wars. That's not really true anymore. There's simply too much that's been added to the Star Wars mythos since I, you know, really got into it. I'd call myself an amateur Star Wars fan at this point. Still there, but, you know. I don't know, Reach. I mean, there is kind of a point to be had that he is just being practical and literally can't trust us because he assumes we're just a Sith. And we've seen the quality of just Sith that are around the Empire. I mean, for God's sakes, you remember the guy who was weak-handed the mantle of Lord Grathan? That he could have all that power and all that prestige, and all he had to do was nothing. He just had to do what his mother said. We didn't even have anything to do with that, and he decided to come kill us because we knew about that. I mean, really. Does his stupidity know no bounds? Well, when I say practical, that's not the word I'm going for. What I kind of mean is, it's understandable that he would want to ensure that we can't betray him, I think is the best way to put that. I hope I'm going to the right destination, because I need to get one of the teleporters. Hang on, I was at one of the teleporters. What was I? Yeah, I think I was. God damn it. Ah, yes. The Belsavis. We have dismissed these claims. I'm gonna get a drink while I fly across the prison planet. Oh, stupid. And yes, you can get a dual saber, or a saber staff, or whatever you want to call it, in, but only on certain classes, only on the Consular and the Inquisitor. Oh my god, I'm still in the speeder. Gotta be done by the time I got back. Ugh. Hey Sterlings, you know what I love? Rap music. Nothing is more awesome than rap music. Nothing in the entire world. Screw it. We'll use the teleporter down here. God, it's already 11:30 and I've got 3 planets left to do. I guess 2.5, really. Look, I don't care how much the drones need me or look up to me, okay? Hey look, Rakatan statues. God, I hate those bastards. Yeah, basically Calirion.
Hey there.
And we're going to finish Sith Warrior, god damn it, I swear. Yes, this game is so amazing. That I'm still playing. Yay, exploring in 3 more levels. We could actually go and get a level boost if we need it. What do you guys think? Should we go ahead and just do that? Make sure that we can go through Corellia? Because here's our options. We could gamble that we're going to be okay in Corellia and risk it and possibly be slogging. Or we could go get some levels and maybe a little bit of gear, I'm not actually sure, on Makeb. And then hope that that will ease the progression, basically. By the way, we all know exploration dings are the best dings. No, Sterlings. I've kind of already talked about it, too. So I don't really have anything else to add to it.
If I die, I'm going to haunt you. The galaxy's about to be down 1-2-3 left.
Share both, Bragwin. Or else. I'll have to send Darth Frozen after you. I don't know what his Darth name is, but, you know. That's kind of what I was thinking of doing, Elricor, if absolutely nothing else. I love carrots. Always have, ever since I was young. True story. I know I've shared this on my stream a few times. When I was a lot younger, I ate so many carrots, and I mean in excess. We're talking like several 5-pound bags a week, maybe about like 5 pounds a week. I was actually told by a doctor to stop because it was affecting my skin pigmentation. No joke.
My lord, you are freed.
Rage. Wrath. Vengeance. I've been dormant too long. I need outlets. Had my brother sent anyone else, I would destroy them for practice. Why did it take Barras so long to discover Belsavis? He must be getting weak.
Barras has ascended to the Dark Council, and with your help, will soon be named the voice of the Emperor.
If my dear brother has everything under control, then where are my assassins?
I sent my commandos to release them.
What do you sense?
Before you arrived here, I sensed my assassins being freed. And then, someone turned their hearts against me.
That someone is me.
Malakost, you incompetent. You've been followed. Prove your worth as we deal with this intruder, or I will kill you after all.
Kill him now. He'll only get in your way. Better if we tangle without the distraction.
How right you are, whoever you are. I will tell your master, my brother, the future voice of the Emperor, that you died like a dog.
You are truly Barris's kin. To betray someone so loyal to you.
It is a family tradition. Now, exactly who are you?
She's with me, Ekage.
Nomenkar's sad little whelp. This just gets better and better. If you're aligned with this Jedi, you are a fool and a traitor.
Call me what you will. It doesn't change anything.
A Sith who finds himself working towards the same goal as a Jedi should realize something is wrong. Barris will be declared the voice of the Emperor. Then he and I shall dominate the Empire. I'm not going to miss that. I just destroyed a lord with a mere flick of my wrist. Don't blink. I'm about to do it again.
We fight together.
This is a good example of a stupid Sith, by the way. The very statement that she said, anytime a Sith and a Jedi find themselves working towards the same ideal, something's wrong. I literally cannot disagree with that more. I mean, think about it. I've said before that if the Sith and the Jedi worked together towards common goals, there would be nothing that could stop them. But I digress. Lord Erebus. Darth Erebus. I command you, destroy Last Echo of Hope for his love of Mass Effect 3. I'm kidding, don't.
Have my powers waned as I languished here?
I'm your better. Pretend otherwise. Your heart knows the truth.
I'll never understand the pleasure your kind gets from rubbing it in. Before you get any creative ideas, my friend, help me reseal Darth Ekage in her cell.
I'm going to let her escape unless you destroy her in cold blood.
What? You can't be serious. Your mission would fail. Darth Barris would get his way.
I'm trying to walk the light path, but my mandate is to kill her. If I fail, my status will be lost. You must kill her so that I remain in good standing and do not grow darker.
If you're walking the light, it's a great advantage to do it secretly from within the Empire. Just as Nomenkar did so many years ago to neutralize Ekage in the first place. It pains me, but I have to do it.
And her head sails into the lava.
I feel less than I was.
It was for the best.
The life of a Jedi is a difficult one, but that was the hardest choice I've faced. I'll have to live with my decision. Now, what's to be between us? Do we part as friends or as enemies?
I like how as we say enemies, it's still light side.
We fight the same foe. Perhaps when this war is over, we will talk.
I'll look forward to the opportunity. Good luck to you, Sith.
I hope that will satisfy you, Reach. I didn't kill him.
You just let him go? Are you getting soft in your old age?
There was a time I didn't need a reason to kill a Jedi. It seems that's changed. Now, we return to the ship and inform the Hand that the deed is done.
Oh god, this is Belsavis, isn't it? Oh, thank god, it's not this one. Is it Voss, then? I forget which, but one of these planets, Lord Idiot, will interrupt me going back to the ship, and then I'll have an actually really irritating fight on my hands. But I don't think it's this one. It's okay, though. We're done with Belsavis. Thank God. Now we just have to go through Voss. Oh, God. Why? What have I done to deserve this? Is that Voss? Bleh. I wonder if it's possible I could hit 47 before I finish Voss. Get a little bit of a boost for that stupid fight. I remember literally not being able to beat that fight the first time I did it solo. I had to ask for help, and we had to get him there and get him up there and blah 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 blah.
The wrath ascends.
Darth Ekid will not be joining her brother.
Yes, with Barris's sister silenced, our enemy grows angry. But he has other endeavors that must fail. The key Dark Council member who opposes Barris's attempt to be named Voice of the Emperor is Darth Vowron. Vowron is spearheading the battle for Corellia, and Barris secretly undermines his efforts. He hopes to orchestrate Vowron's failure or death.
Barris is willing to risk losing Corellia.
His personal goals override the war.
The pendulum swings with Vowron's weight.
Vowron alone holds the defiant council members together. Barris's attempts to weaken his Corellia campaign must be thwarted. The Empire's Armageddon battalion was to be assigned to Corellia, but Barris redirected it to Hoth, where its strength is being wasted. General Greast commands. He must be convinced to abandon Barris's orders and take Armageddon battalion to Corellia.
Tell me about the General. Will he be easy to convince?
I served with General Greast for a time, my lord. As tough as they come. And stubborn.
Resistance cannot be accepted. Armageddon battalion must be reassigned. Do whatever it takes to make it happen.
Great. Back to the deep freeze.
Hoth is a big place, my lord. It could take a long time to find Greast.
Commander Slint is Barris's man there. He'll know where to find Armageddon battalion.
Ah, yes. Excellent thinking, my lord. Of course, Barris is rather tough on underlings. Assuming Slint hasn't been disposed of, he's your best lead.
Time to look up an old friend.
And yeah, I could just switch the gear off of Vet to Quinn if I really had to. Which is ironic, since Quinn's gonna betray me pretty soon. I forget when. Oh yeah, sorry, spoiler alert, Quinn's gonna betray me. Big shock, I know. In the beta, I never played far enough to discover this myself, but in the beta you could actually kill Quinn for betraying you. I gotta be honest, I kinda wish you still could. I mean, the only reason I would spare Quinn is for the gameplay reason of he's my healer. My only healer. Otherwise, nah, he's screwed. Get rid of him. I'm curious what you guys would do, by the way. If you would spare Quinn or not. Well, that's quiet. Droids are such a pain to gear up, though. I remember when you couldn't even equip the droid. It's actually why that quote is still in, I do not have the ability to be in combat. And then they added the ability to have him be in combat. Yeah, I've been pure DPSing my way through everything so far. It's actually working really well, which is why I'm still doing it. The raw DPS spec. Vet is insane DPS. She does amazing. She's the two-handed ranged DPS spec. I forget what it's called, but that's what she is. That doesn't really sound a lot like sparing to me, Deutsch. I spare you, and then I kill you slowly. What are you, talking? I'm gonna put you in this suit and leave you in orbit of this planet with just enough oxygen and with a decaying orbit. So we'll see if you burn out or you suffocate first.
You? Is Darth Barris cross with me? Whatever I've done, I'll undo it.
Barrow sent me to kill you. You have one chance to save yourself. I'm here to find General Grease and Armageddon Battalion.
Oh, I know where they are, but...
Barris expressly told me their assignment is a secret and that he'd kill me if I told anyone.
You're in a tough spot, aren't you? Because if I don't get what I want, same result.
Dead if I do, dead if I don't. But if I don't, I'm dead right now, so I guess I do. General Grease and his men have been ordered to sit tight in a cave system not far from here. Here are the coordinates. Barris choked out Commander Lanklin via hollow. What, do you suggest I do the next time Barris calls?
Just don't answer. Make him come here to kill you.
Ah, right. I'll do you one better. AWOL has a nicer ring to it than dead. So long, my lord.
I feel so bad for that guy. I would never actually kill him, for record. I actually have sympathy for him, but... yeah. So... this is just... like I said, Barris makes one mistake, right? He goes after us. I mentioned that earlier. But it's worth noting that that's more like the first mistake he makes, because then he just starts making this domino of mistakes. Because he doesn't care about the war effort, he doesn't care about the Empire, he doesn't care about anything other than his objective of stopping us and securing his own power base, and he's willing to do so at the expense of his own aims. It's ironic because the moment Darth Barris stops thinking like himself, you know, stops being the manipulating, conniving, Machiavellian individual, and starts just being, I must have more power, it all falls apart. And he literally has a failure cascade. And what's hilarious about that is that's pretty much exactly the same thing that happens to Palpatine. Palpatine was brilliant, amazing, and took the whole galaxy, and then, nope. Although, in fairness, I would never put Barris on Palpatine's level. The irony is Barris is a fascinating character, even if he's something of a sad little man when you get down to it. No friends, no allies, no one he can trust, no one on his side, no real power. He's got nothing other than his big spy network, which he willingly rips apart to try and get real power. And when he fails to get real power, with the whole voice scheme, he's got nothing left. We destroy him. Or, more accurately, we finish him off. He destroys himself. But yeah, very Sith. Interesting, Bregman. I could see that. Oh, what would I do to Quinn? I'm not fond of pain or torture or slow deaths. I'm okay with killing, but only under certain circumstances. So what would I do with Quinn? By the way, you guys got the link to the Unstoppable Force song, right? Everyone saw that? Nobody reacted to it, so I'm kind of paranoid. I know what I'd do to Quinn. I'd march him up in front of everyone that I could, whether it's an actual audience of my own followers or something, and I'd just say, I want you, Quinn, to explain what you did. And Quinn would say, well, I, betrayed you because of Darth Barris. And then I'd just slice his head off. Bam. Just like that. Truthfully, and I know I am kind of in the minority in this, but I've always felt Palpatine had literally one friend.
General?
Oh. I'll
The
shut for a second.
men are getting antsy. We got geared up for Corellia, where the real fighting is. Instead, we're protecting these caves from Wampers.
I understand, Captain, believe me. Try to keep the men in line and battle ready. I have to assume our greater purpose here will be revealed. The order to hole up came from the highest authority.
I'm here to rescind that order, General. You must take Armageddon Battalion to Corellia immediately.
My orders are from Darth Barris himself. On whose authority are you operating?
The war needs you, Greased. Your assignment here is an error the Empire may not recover from.
You put me in a bad position, my lord. Disobeying the Dark Council is equivalent to treason.
General, we've been in a lot of scrapes. Does this feel right to you? What could possibly make this block of ice more important than Corellia?
Know your place, Captain. No matter what our gut says, we're not privy to Darth Barris's ultimate tactics.
Barris is serving himself at the expense of the Empire. Soldiers are dying while you sit on your hands.
Oh, I agree, Mandarton.
Yes, General.
Make ready the men. We're moving out for Corellia.
Yes, sir.
There, Sith. Happy now?
Time will tell, Greased. You'll see you did the right thing. Now, get moving.
Now, admittedly, both male and female... Oh, I'm about to be ambushed. Excellent. Male and female Sith warrior do a good job, but I really like Sith female. Hang on. Not yet, not yet. We'll do that in a second. That song will be appropriate in a moment. Anyways, as I was about to say, call this a controversial decision, but I think Palpatine had two people he could trust, and one person he could call friend. The friend is Anakin. Not Vader. Anakin. The people he could trust is obvious. Thrawn and Mara Jade. And this is when you all say, "You're a crazy arse!" Because I get that a lot. Come on. Yeah, I know. It's okay. Soon we'll be fighting against Revan and the Hutts and the Dreadmasters and Revan again. And God knows what happens in the new expansion. Hopefully something interesting. Damn it, Sterling's! No! You suck, man. Alright, this is our first fight with Drog. I hate this fight so much. Oh.
You're looking well for someone I blew up. Your slaves put up a decent fight, too. Darth Barris and I will put them to good use. Barris is the true voice of the Emperor, you know. Soon he'll claim his rightful title.
I'm sorry. If we met before, you failed to make an impression.
Then let me jog your memory, because I want you to know who it is that kills you. The name will burn in your head. Lord Drag. Darth Barris's one true apprentice. Barris held back when training you, but he taught me everything. And Darth Vengeance showed me dark side secrets even Barris doesn't know.
Ah, what? Oh. Yeah, okay.
Show me what you've got, Drag.
I'm ready for you.
Hey, look, it's a moron. See, the sad part is this is actually a really hard fight, or at least it was the last time I fought it. So we'll see how this goes. Doing a little better than I did last time. This guy is such a worthless idiot. And I agree, he's not even that bad. He's just pathetic.
Ah, you think you're doing well. Sorry to burst your bubble, but I have a secret. I can't be killed.
I'll tear that lie from your throat.
You will learn the hard way.
Round 2. Damn it, really? Granted, I was nowhere near this geared the last time I fought this guy, and I was a tank. And in fact, I remember having some really hard issues with several fights because of the fact that I was a tank, this one being one of them. I agree, Reach. Absolutely. Any more?
Persistent. It's time I stop prolonging this.
Dude, just stop irritating me. And this is why I hate this fight right here. It's just irritating. It's like, come on. Really? You know, the funny thing is there is a chasm, like, right frickin' there. But, you know, whatever.
Alright. Alright. You must be the luckiest being in the galaxy. Darth Barras will see that luck run out.
If I had a credit for every time someone I'm about to kill predicted my doom.
I'd be pretty rich by now. Yeah, no. Just stay dead this time. And over you go. Yes, that's right. We actually kill him over the chasm.
He's burning to death. That's gotta hurt.
The more painful his death, the better.
Yeah, if you say so. Let's get out of here. I'll revive the others and pack them into the ship.
Hate that guy. Really hate that guy. It's okay, that's the one fight I was actually dreading, and we just blow through that, so... Yeah, I knew we were gonna push him over, by the way. I was just kind of sitting on that. Oops, wrong way. Sorry, Sterlings. The thing I want to do, I can't because I'm female. Oh, that makes me smile, Permeus. To think of him just down there burning and burning and burning and burning. Much.
Always a pleasure, Master. I hope you're having an excellent day. I feel no desire to deactivate me.
Alright, hands up. Who would like an option to deactivate their droids permanently? On both sides, by the way.
Rob, Servant 2 sensed the presence of Barris's apprentice, Drog.
Hidden in life. Announced in death.
It seems our enemy knows you live. We have lost the advantage of surprise.
Now Drog is dead. Barris's power has taken a hit.
What he wields is autonomous.
Darth Vowron is receiving his reinforcements on Corellia. This and the loss of Drog will incense Barris. He will tighten his grip. Your disruption of Barris's plans continues. There is crucial need for you now on a planet called Voss.
What is to be achieved there?
A decisive blow to the betrayer's bid.
Barris laid the seeds for his ascension on Voss many years ago. We will explain when you arrive.
You know, I actually agree. Deutsch. That's probably... I mean, I've been... You know, we have a lot of ideas for the initial, you know, if I ever get partnership, haha, which at this point I'm kind of giving up on. But if I ever get partnership, you know, ideas for the first, first emotes. I like the idea of a hands up emote because it would see use regularly in chat, wouldn't it? Every time I say hands up, people could just be like, "Bleh." It'd have to be like Kefka doing it or something. I don't know.
I have docked at the Voss space station.
Darkness that silences await.
Voss is a strange world. Both the Empire and Republic vie for the planet's support in the war. The Voss are leery of outsiders. Access to the planet is restricted. You need permission from a sanctioned official to shuttle down. We've contacted Darth Saravin, the emissary trying to woo the Voss. He believes you're coming to help.
What does he know about me and my mission?
Nothing. Help him if you wish. We do not care. You may encounter Voss who know something of your purpose. They are attuned to the Force, and their most gifted receive visions of the future.
Voss vision interpretation sometimes suffers.
True. Years ago, when the Empire became aware of Voss, the Emperor sent the military to lay siege to the planet. The visionaries thwarted what they foresaw to be a simple attempt to conquer. But the Emperor's purpose was to claim a Voss visionary to house the voice of the Emperor.
Then this visionary is proof that Darth Barris is not what he claims to be.
The Wrath finds the mark.
A true voice went on a pilgrimage to discover the nature of a great dark side presence on Voss. He has not been heard from since.
The voice is quieted.
You must retrace the voice's steps, discover what has befallen him, and free him.
Perhaps the voice has been killed.
The voice cannot die. If the host body expires, the Emperor's essence would be released and returned to us.
We can never lose our voice.
The voice sought a Voss hermit named Madagaru. To request an audience with Madagaru, the voice was to light signals scattered about the land outside the Voss capital, Voss-Ka. This hermit was the last being to see the voice. Find out what he knows.
I agree, by the way. I like the idea of there being several Darths. As I already mentioned in the Inquisitor storyline, with each Darth having a pyramid of power, but they tend to toss the title around a little bit too much in the other storylines. Just, you know. In fact, I'm going to go so far as to say that that's an anti-canon counter against itself. Yes, that's right. Tor is contradicting its own canon. Because in several of the storylines, it makes it clear that there's only, you know, like 12 Darths. In fact, they name them. There's 12 Darths. And they're the ones who rule the Empire. But if you count them, there's more than 12. Quite a few more than 12. So, yeah. Tor has contradicted itself. Speaking of which, here's a question. You know how basically all the Darth names are significant of something, right? Some kind of name, word, mentality, that kind of thing. What the hell is Darth Ekage? I feel like that's something that isn't English, which is why I'm asking you guys. Darth Whooper. If he asks you to sit on the chair, don't do it. No matter what you do. Oh god, it's already midnight. I'm still on. I haven't even started Voss. Oh, Wreckage. Okay, yeah, that's really obvious. I don't know why that didn't occur to me. That is a very appropriate name for her. She is definitely Wreckage. I guess we could talk about the Voss this time. Now that I'm half dead and half asleep. Okay, so the Voss, right? They're there, and
vehicle paths are currently open for
they like to be 4C. There's this ancient history thing about how the Voss were actually allied with the Jedi at a really distant part of the past, and then because of the, shall we say, problems that plagued the Jedi on a regular basis, that kind of fell apart, and the Jedi stopped having a presence here, and the Voss just kind of kept going forward in their own progression in the Force, leading to this whole Voss mysticism cultural thing. And the Voss also are semi-unadvanced Force adept naturalists who happen to be up against the, I forget their names, who are much more technologically advanced, have superior numbers, and more militant. Both of them are at war. Both of them want to exterminate the other side. Much of the planetary primary questline has to do with dealing with exactly that, as Republic or Empire. Yeah, I can see that, Wolfdog. Dej. Or Dej, I guess. That's Baroness's secret Darth name. Is it the Gormak? Yes, I know they're the same race. I'm just saying. They've got this whole... I really should call them cultural thing instead of species thing. But the point is, the conflicts between the two is like the main focus of the planetary primary quest chain here. Yeah, Darth Duj just doesn't have a ring to it. I guess Darth Onduj is as good as that's gonna get. Or Onduj. You're right, man, Darton. Let's all have a Darth name. You get a Darth name! You get a Darth name! By the way, this is the planet the Nexu come from. That's not an anti-canon thing, it's kind of a nice little thing. Well, I was assuming Cerberus, Frozen. That's actually a good question. I don't know that much of the side quest stuff, so is Pazak in this game? Because I actually don't know. Zulo? Alright, you're gonna have to help me, Deutsch. I don't know German well enough, and my brain isn't there right now. Brain gone. Yeah, Darth Betrayal. What's funny is it technically came from the name of the Academy, the Traius Academy. The Academy of Betrayal, which probably says a lot about the kind of Sith and the workings that went into that Academy. And also probably why it was such a stinkhole even before Bao-Ador crushed it. Yeah, man, Darton, I actually agree with that. Although there's been a few Darths that do that. Revan is a good example of that. Malik at least came up with a Darth name. Which is weird, because Malik came up with a Darth name and Revan did not. Actually, in hindsight, that makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Malik got a new name for his Darth Lord from the Sith. You know, he pulled it from the Force.
Voss welcomes you outside.
Revan just used his own
Why
name.
do you seek Madikaru?
That makes perfect sense in hindsight. I can't believe that's never clicked with me before.
He has knowledge I need.
A worthy goal. Madikaru will meet you. The location is revealed.
Thank you. Oh, duh. The similarity to Erebos. I should have caught that immediately. Duh. I'm stupid. Alright, I'm with that, Frozen. I get it. I actually knew a guy who had a Darth name, which I forget how he did it, but it was a take on Tartarus, which I thought was a really cool Darth name. If horrible.
Miss me?
I always miss you, that. Because you won't leave me alone! I guess that's true, Frozen. Silly me for giving them credit. They're just terrible writers. See you around, Sora Roxas. Oh, gotcha, Deutsch. No, that would not have occurred to me, I admit it. Some days I wonder if I should come up with a new Darth name. Because Aod is kinda... cheating. Well, it depends on which version of Greek mythology you're reading, but yeah, Tartarus was actually even below the underworld. The place where they sealed the Titans around after the Titanomachy. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, too. Titanomachy? I don't know, whatever. Oh, I'm getting so many bad flashbacks doing these quests. Charlie and I spent so much time slogging through Voss, excuse me, Voss. Anyways, I hate these last few planets. Can't they just make them optional? Oh, wow! But anyways, Darth Aod is kind of cheating. I mean, it's an acronym, you know. Damn it, Frozen. I like it. To reiterate, I like it. It's cool. It's awesome. I would say Cryos, Wolfdog, but I am really weird with pronunciation, so I'm probably screwing it up. Or, excuse me, Kairos, not Cryos. I don't know why I was getting that extra R in there. Sorry. Kairos. Let's try this again. So anyways, yeah. Erebus. Cool thing. I should have caught it immediately, because I know that word. Erebos.
I am Medigaru. I appeared at the signal pyre. I appear here. I recognize you. Another came. A Voss, but housing darkness, like you.
You have very astute senses, Hermit. What else do you think you know about him?
There is much I could tell you. On Voss, everything gained is paid for. You must share a secret. Any secret will do.
During my training, I disobeyed my master and severed the hand of my first overseer instead of killing him.
An admission is made. The act is payment. The one you seek forced me to help him unlock.
By the way, the decisions you make in this game make different options show up there.
He went to the Dark Heart Chamber in the Nightmare Lands. You must follow.
Kyros? I would never say that as Kyros. How is it supposed to be pronounced?
Some elaboration is required.
The Dark Heart is ancient, forbidden. The secrets of Voss are buried there. The denied truth. Your predecessor wrapped himself in the blessing of oneness. Without it, an outsider cannot even see the gateway to the Dark Heart. Vanna Zo can bestow the blessing in the Shrine of Healing to find her Seek Fadith Kai and complete the Voss trials.
What does the blessing of oneness do?
Makes visible what is invisible. Vanna Zo is the only healer trained in it. Off! Get the blessing at the Shrine of Healing. I will guide you when I can. Respect the Voss way, or the Dark Heart is denied.
By the way, just as a kind of a thought here, I know we've talked a lot about how it would be nice to have some kind of action RPG element going on when it comes to like a new KOTOR game or a new lightsaber game or whatever. But I've been thinking about it. What if a dream team got together of the old BioWare team, the old Obsidian team, you know, all the really good old RPG guys got together to make a KOTOR-like game. It doesn't have to be KOTOR 3, but you know, something in this style of gameplay, right? But it's actually the gameplay format is top-down isometric perspective RPG, you know, like the old stuff, like Neverwinter Nights or Baldur's Gate or whatever. Done well, of course. So, yeah, what do you think? Ah, so I was doing it right. Kairos. See, it's funny you say that because I know who Kairos is, and it's not spelled that way if I'm not mistaken. But that was my first thought when I saw it.
Open for business.
You know, the funny thing is, I mention this because we keep trying to think of ways to make the combat more engaging, more action-y, more, fun. But I was thinking, what if we regress a bit? What if we go back to the point where instead of trying to be this half-action RPG, half D&D style RPG, we just go back to the D&D top-down thing. Top-down style of things. I mean, of course, the presumption here is that the story is amazing. That's an automatic. But if that was the gameplay, would it be one of those, oh, I'll slog through it to enjoy it, or, yeah, I can't wait, or something in between. They are, Sean. It's called Mass Effect Andromeda. And that's not even a joke when you think about it. But we'll see how it turns out, won't we? Whenever that goes live, we'll be doing an exploration of it. I do too, Wolfdog. When they're done right. I really wish they would get a proper remake for a lot of the older ones. Planescape, Baldur's Gate, Icewind Dale. Because the interface of those older games just drives me batty. And I wish they could just clean that up. And maybe not do 2nd edition. That'd be nice too. But, clean it up and it'd be like, yeah. See you around, Lava Dude. God, I'm about to pass out too at this point. And I've still got a planet and a half to do. And the big climactic battle with Barris, which I hope I'm over level 50 for that. Yeah, exactly, Wolfdog. There we go. Yeah, probably, Bragwin. We're in another galaxy. Why? We found a special type of dilithium that allows us to go infinite velocity. No, Zeiss. He doesn't actually give a damn about you. He was only trying to ensure that you weren't someone who would get in the way of his goals. He was never actually going to do anything with you. He would have made you think you were going to be gaining power and all that. And that might have led to your death, but you were inconsequential to him. So in addition to finding this infinite velocity dilithium, we've also found out that all the races are actually the same species. We're all in together. I don't know. I'm trying to think of how many ridiculously face-palming things we could put into Mass Effect Andromeda. Oh, I've got one. Why don't we have the entire game, instead of actually making choices, like, you don't even get dialogue options, there's no dialogue wheel. We've gone back. We no longer have, like, we started off with the text options, right, in, like, the old RPGs, and then we went back to the dialogue wheel with a long thing, and then we got to a dialogue wheel with only, like, a couple of words. The next progression is a dialogue wheel which just has a color. Red, blue, or green, and you gotta pick based on that, and that's actually the only thing you can do to interact with the cutscenes in the whole game.
Shrine of Healing, huh? Pretty impressive for a med center.
I tend to agree, Wolfdog. Not that I dislike action RPGs, quite the contrary, actually. I mean, if you've seen me play Dragon Age, you know I like to play it in this format instead of the top-down format. But, yeah. Exactly, Mandartin. If you pick red or blue... Oh, God! Oh, God. Okay, so for those of you who've played the really old RPGs, you know that in certain cases you had to pick, like, A. You had to go forward. There's a trope for that. It's called But Thou Must, right? And so, anytime you pick blue or red, the guy just, like, loops the dialogue. He's like, oh, but if we do blue, then blah, 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 blah. And then you go back to the options. And if you pick red, it's like, oh, we can't do red, blah, 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 blah. And he goes back to the options. So at every single dialogue choice, you have to pick green or the game won't progress. And there's hundreds of them, like every single dialogue option. There's no, there's no just going forward and watching the cutscene for a bit. It's every single time you have to constantly be hitting green, 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 green.
Are you Varnick Zoe? I require the blessing of oneness.
Oh.
I'm not here to harm you.
My pain prevents these ailing from worsening. I heard your purpose. But you are not Voss. The blessing bestows privileges. I hesitate. You cause my insides to scream.
As an aside, blasphemy time, as Echo would say. I really like the Voss outfit she has on. In fact, I made a transmog suit based off of it in one of my playthroughs.
Maybe your last meal isn't agreeing with you.
Such humor eases my suspicions.
Yeah, that outfit right there. I love that
Apologies.
outfit.
The Voss are leery of strangers. But to be granted the blessing, a sacrifice must be made. To heal, I siphon strength from the able. Will you submit?
I offer my strength to help heal your sick.
Remain still.
Yes, these are the Voss, Deutsch. I really like the Voss appearance. Partially for the same reasons I already mentioned liking the Chiss. They have unique facial structures, and I love their eyes. I like their voices, too, admittedly.
Your sacrifice heals the ailing. The blessing of oneness is earned.
You will have my thanks.
Unnecessary. Payment already made.
See, look at how they have those indents and kind of like linings in their skin with layers on top of it. It just looks cool.
Oneness bestowed.
I'm leaving.
I must return to healing. Respect Voss.
You have the blessing. It will allow you to see the gateway to the Dark Heart. In order to unlock the gate, you must acquire the Pendant of Bone. Commando Bidek Va owns it. He is encamped in the Gormak lands, warring with the Gormak chiefs. Convince him to give the bone.
Actually, yes, Mandarton. We don't know the full details, and to my knowledge, they've never actually revealed them. But basically, the Sith Empire went out to the Ascendancy and was like, "Ha ha! We will conquer you!" And the Sith Ascendancy, and they were literally the first empire to do this, immediately surrendered and said, "Yep, shall we negotiate?" And brought the Imperial leadership to the negotiation table and negotiated entering the Empire. So the Ascendancy is technically a protectorate in the Empire, in the Sith Empire. Hence them joining the Empire, so to speak. Yes, I did, Wolfdog. And yes, it is, in response to your second question. Although that's funny, because it's actually a plot point that Vulcans and humans, who are ridiculously alike, actually have difficulty breeding together. Despite the fact that everyone else can do it all willy-nilly. But, you know, whatever. I'm trying to think what else there is to talk about. I mean, the Gormak are very pro-technology and anti-force. And the Voss are very pro-force and anti-technology. The rest of it just kind of lines up there, you know, it's very simple when you think about it. Also, there's an entire story arc about how the Gormak have basically reverse-engineered starship technology, because they specifically want to leave the planet, because they haven't had interstellar travel in the last however many years it's been. The Gormak have been, I shouldn't say the Gormak, everyone on Voss has been trapped on Voss for however long it's been since the Jedi have been here. And it's at least been a couple millennia. Actually, I guess that might be an exaggeration. It's been at least since the Hyperspace War. I forget the exact timing. But again, interesting in its own right. One thing I wonder, why have the Voss never been seen in anything ever after this point in time? Easy answer, but one I'd rather not think about. Mandarton, the Chiss ascendancy after this particular iteration with the Sith Empire don't want to have anything to do with anything. Like, they have a strict policy of non-interaction, non-interference, etc. Anytime ships go out there towards the ascendancy, they kind of get rid of them, if you know what I mean. So, yeah. And the funny thing is, it's heavily implied that the reason the ascendancy becomes so external, you know, so xenophobic, basically, is because of what the Sith Empire does here in this era. Kind of makes sense when you think about it. The Voss evolved into Gungans. No. Well, considering the Sith Emperor isn't dead yet, still, my actual thought is that the Sith Emperor ate them, if you know what I mean. And you do, because, yeah. For those of you who don't know, the Sith Emperor's always had a fascination for the Voss. Their unique connection to the Force is something he likes to exploit. It's one of the reasons why his current voice is a Voss. For those of you who don't fully understand what a voice is, by the way, a voice is literally nothing more than a vessel. Someone who exists for the Emperor to possess and interact with the outside world. So, the Emperor actually deigned to, to possess a Voss, specifically because he found them so interesting and useful, and was out here looking into things, being like, well, this is all going to be interesting, when Barris's trap was enacted, and the voice was trapped out here in such a way that he could not kill himself in order to free the Emperor, and could not escape. In other words, the Emperor is literally trapped on Voss, the planet, at this point in time. Ugh. And that's Barris's trap for the Emperor, which is hilariously short-sighted, because the moment it fails, he's going to come right after Barris. But, you know, whatever. How could Barris know such a thing? We'll get to that when we get to Corellia.
I seek Bidek Var.
Your kind have a sense of entitlement. It is unearned. What business could you have with Bidek Var?
I require his pendant of bone.
His talisman? It's old, but worthless.
Then he won't mind parting with it.
It possesses sentimental value. Bidek Var wars against Gormak. He won't return until their fiercest chieftains are slain. This campaign takes months. You will have to wait.
Oh no, the Emperor isn't a wound. The Emperor wishes he was a wound.
I offer my assistance. I will wipe out Bidek Var's enemies myself, then he will meet with me.
Illusion. The Gormak chieftains are fierce, well protected.
Nice, War Vulcan.
I will show you where. Then I will not see you again.
He is a wound in the story, I'll agree with that. Basically, Vishay is the diametric opposite of a wound. Instead of being a void or a black hole or the kind of thing, he's like bloat. And I mean this sincerely. He is literally a bloated Force user. He's walking around like Gluttony or whatever his name is from Diablo 3. And he eats life in order to make himself stronger. Yeah, a wound would consume Vishay, and it would be glorious to watch, to say the least. I often fantasize about what it would be like to see Nihilus, and just standing there, and Vishay is like, I am the greatest Sith... Oh, excuse me. Board statement. I am the greatest Sith Lord ever to be... And then Vishay is like, kind of tastes of chicken. I remember this quest. I remember hating this quest. Yeah, my life for hire.
Scare me?
Didn't I say Nihilus? What did I say? What did I say? You accidentally. Whoops! Yes, handsome hustler. Yeah, it'd be more accurate to say he is literally Vishay. Or the Emperor, whatever you want to call him.
Better check if there are any parts.
Don't worry, we'll actually interact with the voice in a bit, and you'll see what I mean by that. It's literally Vishay's voice talking through him. That also means the guy in the brain outfit... God, that's so gross. Why would you wear a helmet that looks like it's a brain? Anyways, the guy in the brain helmet that we met during the Jedi Knight storyline was just another voice. And so is the one we kill during the Jedi Knight storyline. Oh, sorry, Fu. They're all dumb. What do you want from me? I kid. I actually like Nihilus. Actually, Brigwin, I have a pretty good example of it. You remember what the Amani tribe were doing during the Zulaman storyline when it first came out? That's pretty much what Vishay does. He artificially consumes the souls force of his opponents in order to grow more stronger himself, to augment himself. The funny thing is, overall, Vishay is not particularly skilled. In fact, he is ridiculously blunt in his application of the Force, because he is so powerful that he can afford to do that. That's all he does. He just... no strategy whatsoever. The Voldemort style of tactics, if you will. So, he consumes... He just consumed the souls of an entire planet and was like, oh, okay, that's enough for now. And then he worked out the ability to consume the souls of the entire galaxy, and then he'll be alone in his empire of nothing. Because he's stupid.
Miss me?
But it's okay, because Mitra Surik... I feel like this is one of the reasons why they healed the Exile's wound. Because otherwise, when the Exile fought the Emperor alongside Revan, she would have just won. But no. She healed her wound in the Force. And I've already explained back in the KOTOR 2 run why that's frickin' stupid, but whatever.
The outsider returns.
You killed the Gormak chieftains.
Yeah. Hey, Cam Clark. Again.
You want my talisman. Why?
I need it to gain entrance to the center of the Dark Heart.
You're mad. The bone gives me no advantage. To profit from it is good. I will award it, for a price. You killed enemy chieftains, but the Gormak War Master lives. Defeat him, the talisman will be yours.
I agree to your terms.
You will receive the talisman when the War Master is dead.
Yeah, Frozen, like I said, just... the hell do I know, man? No, Wolfdog, the last expansion will be the Return of Malak and his apprentice, Darth Bandon. And it'll turn out in the end that Bandon was actually Palpatine. I don't mean like Palpatine, I mean he literally was Palpatine. And he's been body hopping ever since. Moving on. The Yuzun Vong. The Yuzun Vong are stupid and don't fit in Star Wars. Vishay is just stupid. I mean, the idea of a super powerful force wielder at least makes sense, but nightmarish eldritch horrors from beyond that are organic pain receptors that worship pain. No. Oh god, no. I am amazed that with all the, forgive me for being negative, pandering they do in Tor, they haven't come out with Gungans at any point in time as a killable species. I don't mean like playable, because they wouldn't do that. No, no, no. They'd make them like on a planet where you can kill them en masse, because screw them! Actually, fun fact, back before Palpatine's backstory was fleshed out more, there was a very long-standing theory that, since we knew he had the ability to body hop, he was old. Really old. And that explains why he was so strong in the Force and so intelligent and so... and managed to conquer the galaxy. Was because he had been planning it for, you know, centuries or whatever. You know, I know there are people who like the Vong, and even I will agree that the absolute base idea of the Vong is interesting. The base idea is extragalactic race that is immune to the Force. Comes and invades the galaxy. I'm with that. But then they made them the Vong. Just... no. Just no. Oh god, Darkone, that's even worse than what I came up with. Hats off to you, sir, if I wore them. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, check it out, Vet. We leveled.
Thought I was a goner.
Vet. Oh, absolutely. I love the Vong. I would love nothing more than an entire game set around the freaking Vong. God, I hate the freaking Vong so much. You think I'm bad, though? You should ask some people what they think of the author, whose name I suddenly can't think of, who killed Chewbacca. He's not very well liked amongst certain circles. See you around, Darkone. Oh, bull crap. That, yeah, whatever. That's no moon. Sorry. Bad joke. But seriously. For a very brief time there, I knew people who would go to him at conventions and whatnot, and they wouldn't, like, assault him or anything stupid like that, but they would tell him, you know, you never should have written for Star Wars. You're a terrible person. You killed Chewbacca, you know, etc., etc. Oh, God, Sterlings, don't say that. Please don't say that. I have some hope for the future. It's vague and little, but it's there. That would be terrible. Quick, what we need to do immediately is go find someone who worked on episode 7 and be like, look, are the Vong in it? Just tell me if they're in it. And that person will immediately be like, what the hell are the Vong? And everything will be okay. What do you mean, Wolf Dog? Like, if I could just kill all the Vong, would I do it? Yes! Yes! Hey, Nico. Shoutouts. Welcome to my stream. Depends on what you define as canon, but there's basically two types of canon now. The EU and the AU. And the two are basically pursuing their own story arcs. I know, they call it the Legacy story arc, but whatever, it's the EU. You know what I mean. Ah, damn it. Ah. I just want to kill this guy. Honestly, that's possible reach, but I have reason to suspect it won't be that particular direction, if you know what I mean. Oh yeah, by the way, Chewbacca dying led directly to the Jason Solo debacle that we've talked about many times. So you can thank him for that, too! To explain what I mean, though, Reach, it's actually really simple, and it's a small thing, but it's significant, I feel. Oh god, I suddenly can't think of his name. The guy directing, Abrams. Abrams is a huge Star Wars fan, and not a Star Trek fan. And I feel like he still did a decent job with the two movies, given what he was working with. And that was with a franchise he didn't really care about. So, maybe? You know, maybe? And yeah, they got a good writer for Episode 7, too, so here's hoping. And we know for a fact they're pushing for an old feel. In terms of cinematography, in terms of visual effects. They're really trying to make it feel like a film made in the older style rather than the new. Whether that's good or bad remains to be seen. Zombie God, if you really want to, I guess. But I'm basically just trying to finish up the Sith Warrior storyline tonight, so I can start the Agent one tomorrow. Also, screw the new Battlefront. I think I've made my point clear on that one many times. Finish him, Vet. Oh, damn it to hell. I don't even see what killed me. What we've seen so far, they're doing a lot of practical effects in Episode 7. I mean, they actually built the set of, you know, X-Wings and the Millennium Falcon, and that droid is a physical device, you know, that kind of a thing. So like I said, I feel like they're going for the older route with regards to effects, cinematography style, etc. We'll see, we'll see. I've made my points, Reach. I don't know if you've seen my videos on 2009 and Into Darkness, since they just went live in the last couple of weeks. But yeah. Ah, Battlefront. I can't wait to play Battlefield Battlefront 2000 or whatever. God, Wolf Dog, don't even hint about that. Gotcha. Sorry, Rich, you're right. I remember. You even told me about it. I even read it. He's not a Revan clone. I've already made my point about that clear, but it's also obvious that, based on the behind-the-scenes stuff I've already seen, he's literally just wearing one of the outfits that was going to be used for Vader back when they were still designing him. Which Frozen, I think, just... Yeah, Frozen just said that. Oh, that would be terrible, camera. Can you imagine if they decided, you know, we've decided to bring certain parts of the EU into the AU, and they decided to bring Tor in. Not KOTOR 1 or 2, just Tor. What do you think, guys? Most brilliant idea ever? Riven. Or Revanite. Thousands of years ago, there was a Dark Master who followed the ways of the dark side and the light. I've said it before, actually. All joking aside for a moment, they might leave a tiny little hint of exactly that. You know, thousands of years ago there was a Dark Master who used the dark side and the light, and I now follow in his footsteps. And that's all they have to say. People who aren't fans are not going to get it, and have no idea what they're talking about. People who are fans are going to instantly know they're referencing Revan. And it leaves them a window to change their mind on the EU thing if they want to, if they choose to. You know what I mean? As long as they leave that window open, they could still reverse their stance on it. I have no doubt whatsoever that Disney would have no problems reversing their stance on the continuity thing. Leave the AU as an Elseworlds thing, you know? Oh, that's right! So, given the propensity for super weapons in Star Wars, it's probably extremely likely there's a new super weapon in Episode 7. Now, I hope there isn't, if I'm being completely honest. But if there is, let's see...
Miss me?
I don't think it's going to be the Sun Crusher. Hope to God it's not the Sun Crusher. But you know what would be kind of amusing is if it was just the Death Star super laser, like with none of the superstructure left intact, and just like affixed to a ship or something like that. Kind of like the Darksaber, for those who know what that is. And he destroys Coruscant with it, just like he destroyed Vulcan. Spoiler alert!
The Gormak Warmaster is dead. I've come to collect the Pendant of Bone.
The three will know of your assistance. My talisman is yours.
I'm most thankful.
It is the Voss way. Farewell.
You now possess the blessing of oneness and the pendant of bone. I have guided you. Now I request your help. I need to live in your skin, seize control of you. You will be unchanged and not feel a thing.
No.
What are you going to do?
You cannot know, but I will pay you for your service. Agree to this. I only require your body for a few moments.
Sorry, that's beyond what I'm willing to do.
Then I am no longer your guide. The blessing shows the door to the dark heart.
And then he immediately guides us.
The pendant unlocks it. To access the Dark Heart, see Mobek Gen in the Nightmare Lands.
Still guiding us.
He is one of your kind.
Yeah, kinda, Wolf Dog. God. Actually, the Darksaber wasn't... The Darksaber of the book was Admiral being incompetent. The Darksaber, the weapon, was the Huts. Durga? Specifically being that. You know what I would like to see? I know this just sounds weird, but I like the visual representation of this. Say the new Sith dude, or Darklight dude, whatever his frickin' name is, you know, the Revan wannabe, actually makes his home, his base of operations, his fortress, is in the ruined husk of an SSD that's literally been broken in half. So on approach, you literally see just this gray husk, and it takes you a moment to recognize what it is, because the camera angle's like here, so you only see the outer edges of it, and there's just debris everywhere, and he's actually got to navigate in, and that's when you see, he literally just flies into a chunk of it, and that just sounds kind of cool to me. I know Last Echo, but I never give him, well, okay, I've given it to him once, but screw him. Dark Troopers. Is that what I'm thinking is, or is that just the dudes? Let's find out, shall we? Poor Dala. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. I think the Dark Troopers is an idea that's kind of neat, but ultimately non-feasible long-term, which is probably why they almost never employed them. In fact, I don't remember the Dark Troopers really being in anything other than the games. It changes the way that we have the cutscene at the end of the Voss sequence if we let him eat or use our body. Reach. I know I've said this many times, so forgive me for the repetition, but I'm of two minds on it. On the one hand, I feel like we need to get more remakes. Note that I didn't say reboots, remakes. A lot of old things need proper remakes to be enjoyed again and to be salvaged for the future, right? And for new players to enjoy them for the first time. On the other hand, there's way too many reboots being done lately to try and, you know, re-spark the whatever and to get a quick buck by cashing in on name brand recognition and all that garbage. One more planet after this one, Shuryu. This is the last quest? No, this is the second to last quest. This is the second to last or last quest on Voss. We're about to meet the voice, aka Vishay himself. And then we're going to go to Corellia, which I'm really not looking forward to. And then we're done. Well, after we kill Barris, of course. Oh, God, it's almost 1 in the morning. I'm not even done with Voss. It's taking way too long. Yeah, that's kind of what I meant, Wolfdog. It's a great thematic significance in the visual representation of what it is. Especially if what's-his-face, you know, Revan wannabe, turns out to be a good guy. Yes, and vice versa, Zeiss.
Miss me?
So, the Dark Heart is where the Voss had been delving really heavily into the dark side of the Force. And that's basically it. It's a place that's been permanently poisoned with the dark side, which is why they try to avoid this place. And that's why the voice came here. Which one, Last Echo? Oh, that sucks, Bragwin. About average, Ryan.
So
I do not scare easily.
Then die easily.
Okay. Oh, good, Raven. Blah, blah, blah. When I say a place is poisoned to the dark side, you better believe I mean it. This quest actually kind of sucks. I'm not AoE spec either. Ham. Oh, screw that thing. No, I was talking about the Darksaber, the thing that they made. The Darksaber, the sword, is just kind of... yeah. I mean, I get it. Clone Wars. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, I know what you're talking about, Last Echo. I don't know, I think the poisoning the Kolto with the Rakghoul Plague is a little bit worse, personally, but that one is still pretty bad. I love the new Stormtrooper helmets. I'm still thinking about Wolf Dog's question. Don't think I forgot about you.
No closer. Resist. Death embodied. Death itself.
Oh god, it's Malthael. What do we do, guys? There's Vishay. Hey, Vishay. I hate you.
Wrath, come to me. I am your Emperor. Darth Barris plays the old games. He maneuvered me here, knowing this body could be bound to this place.
Tell me more of this.
Barris planned my pilgrimage, offered me this body. He knew any Voss who entered this chamber could never leave. Selmacor's dark secrets here are of import. But they will wait. I must be released. Another time I will return for what I require.
Tell me what must be done.
I am released only when this body dies. An oversight I will not repeat. But for now, the entity Selmacor makes suicide impossible. I will lower my defenses and use my wrath to kill this body.
It's not every day you get to kill the Emperor.
I am ready. Strike me down.
I just like the voice modulation, Ryan. It's an aesthetic thing. So yeah, the fact that we as the Sith warrior literally let the Emperor out here.
Selmacor takes this body. Such power.
Because, you know, we're idiots, apparently.
This always does the trick.
But whatever.
Ooh, better check I still have all my parts.
Yes, that's right. Selmacor's other tactic involves wave after wave of different guys. Because, you know, Selmacor is not really known for his keen tactical thinking or unique insights into anything. But anyways, yeah, the reason that we end up fighting the other voice elsewhere as the Jedi Knight is because we released this voice here. Because, you know... yeah, that's it. Why does this take so long to heal? Oops, did that wrong order. The irony is he's accomplishing our goals by letting us kill him here, but, you know, whatever. Okay. See you around, Fu. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go ahead and give up for the night after Voss.
The entity.
We'll finish up Sith Warrior tomorrow.
The life in this body is ebbing. You have done well, my Wrath. Once I am released, the Hand will know all that has transpired. I cannot be trapped twice. They will continue to guide you in the effort to ruin Darth Barris's bid.
Yeah,
You're not dying fast enough.
I love how that's dark side, by the way. Oh, that would be interesting, Wolfdog. Horrible, but interesting. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna cut this off, guys, and I'll be back tomorrow morning whenever I wake up to finish up Corellia, and then we'll finally start the Agent. So, I'll see you around, guys.